Thanks for tuning in to OPM Live, which is an extension of Ordinary People magazine. I am so happy to see you guys today and so glad that you decide to take out a few minutes of your day to be with us. And as always, during this time, we're masked on, correct? We're washing our hands and we're being 6 feet apart. We're staying safe not only for you, but for everyone else. Safe for you, safe for me. And today we have an awesome guest. But before we get to that part, let's give our sponsors a great shout out. And our sponsors are Vimashi Enterprise, Southern Eagle Music Group, Issa Rae's Vision, and Gemstones and Trinkets. And we thank them for everything that they do for OPM Live. And now back to our show, or headed to our show. Once again, we have an awesome guest today. We're going to bring him in and learn a little bit more about Mr. Renegade. Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful and blessed. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. And how was your day?
It's a day, so I never count how it is until it's done.
Great. So if you don't mind sharing just a little bit about yourself and what it is you have going on. But before we get to that, I want to tell our audience, this is our second time interviewing you. The first time I was just getting started and didn't really know how to pull it all together. But here we are again, and I know you got some awesome information for us today.
I hope so.
So, a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to go. Well, my name, for those who don't know, my name is Renegade El Rey. That's 3 different letters, 3 different words, should I say. Renegade El Rey. From Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a artist, a writer. I am a studio engineer by trade, and I currently manage a studio, which you can probably see in the background. So I do a lot within the music industry right now. So I just like to coin myself as an entertainment professional.
Wow, you're a busy person. Now, as far as your title, the title for the show is Sustaining in the Music Industry. Mm-hmm. And so I know we've had this time during the pandemic or this thing that's going on. How have you been able to sustain during this time?
Really, for me, I've just continued with normal life, should I say. Normal life, normal actions, maybe not in the normal way, but my normal routine. Nothing really changes for me. I check on my kids when I wake up, get them settled. So at this point, we're doing virtual learning, and my son's school, my youngest son's school, is doing hybrid. So he's doing hybrid. So I get him together. My oldest son, he's in 9th grade. This is his 9th grade year. So he's entering that freshman, that high school era. So he's all virtual. You know, and my baby girl, she's with her mom all the time. So I just get up, get them together, get their food together, and then I start my day. You know, whether it's I'm playing a beat as I'm getting dressed and writing songs as I'm working on ideas and things of that nature. And then I'm off to the studio, you know. So nothing has really changed for me. I like to try to tune into the different avenues that I have available to me, different opportunities that I'm able to dibble and dabble in that would, you know, bring more to the table and more to the brand. So for me, as a blessing, nothing has really changed. I've always been a hard worker. I've always been somebody looking for the next thing to do. One thing that I definitely have learned in this industry is that you can't have only one iron in the fire or one thing in the pot, should I say. You always have to have at least 5, at least. I love to tell people, you have to have at least 5 things going. And that's just on the regular. I'm not talking about, I plan on having a big something and this big something over here. No, you have to have 5 things at least that you're doing on the regular that's bringing in revenue. This way, as as things come in, as things stall out, as things stop. You have opportunities to switch gears, as I would like to say. So I've been abundantly blessed during this pandemic. So most thanks to the Most High, it would not be done without God. So for me, I'm just rocking and rolling.
You're just rocking and roll. Is there anything that you are particular about? Any type of genre that you are definitely particular about? Any one thing that you always set your sight on, or you have your mind set to complete? Is there any one thing?
Well, as I said, I'm an artist as well. So I have projects that I'm working on, albums and such. Some people call them albums. I like to just call them projects because they could be EPs, they could be LPs or whatnot as we, add and take away songs. But I have 3 projects that I'm working on and getting ready to put out. So as of right now, I'm planning video shoots right now, planning other things to do with the releases of these singles and then the release of my first project that I plan to release, but I have 2 more coming behind that. So I'm finishing up those records, and I do hip hop, should I say. So if I was to say a genre that I'm focused on the most would be hip hop, because that's what I do. And I'm working with Big Boy from Outkast and Sleepy Brown, and we're putting together an album. I'm helping them put together an album called The Big Sleepover. So that's coming within the next month or 2. So we've just been, nose to the ground, just giving it our all. So writing that, and then whenever I can steal away and write a pop record, then I definitely will. If anybody asks me to write a country record, I would. That's just not a genre that I do every day. But for me, because I listen to so much music and I grew up listening to so much music, all it would take would be for me listening to maybe like 2 or 3 of the most current records of that genre, and then listening to 2 or 3 older records of that genre, and I pretty much have it down packed. If it were talking about the writing, the structuring, and the engineering of it, it's just one of those gifts that God has given me. So, but to answer your question in totality, hip hop is what I'm working on right now, because that's what I, as an artist, am working on. So, yeah.
So, how did you get started? And how did you become an engineer? How did you get started in this whole music industry, engineering, producing, all the many hats that you wear, and then have time to take care of the little ones? Wow.
Well, as far as my start, I've been in music all my life. I have baby pictures, of course, that show me with headphones and messing with my dad's radio and things of that nature. So I always have a chuckle with that. And me and my brother just grew up listening to stuff, uh, riding with my dad in the car. He, has an extensive collection of music, always has. So that was always planted in me. And once I decided that rap was something that I wanted to pursue, which was in high school, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. Even though I was an athlete, I played basketball, football, and track. But I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So I just set my sights on that, and going as you mature in life and you try to figure out what exactly is it that you want to do. I ask God, like, what is it that I want to do, God? Like, you gave me all these talents. What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And what's funny is I asked this question often as I was a teenager, as a early on adult, and while I was playing football for the University of Memphis, I asked God, because I was just torn between the 2, because I knew I had to go hard at whichever one. I'm always a person that just goes hard at whatever it is I'm doing. And I was at practice, summer practice, and I was just asking God, like, God, what is it that I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to do music? Am I supposed to go to football and just go hard with football? Because going from being the man in high school and then turning around and going to college, and now you're a freshman, red shirt freshman, and you back to nobody, status as far as being on the team. It fights and breaks you down a little bit. So I just wanted to know, hey, God, am I supposed to stick with football and just go all with that and climb the ladder, and or stick with music and climb that ladder? Because I was at the point in my life where I was at the low end of the totem pole on both. And what's funny is, as soon as I got done with that prayer, about 30 minutes to an hour, maybe less than an hour, my big brother called me and said, "Hey man, I'm listening to your music, man. You gotta go hard, man. You gotta do that." So I just took that as a sign. I'm always want to try to listen to the small signs, the big signs that God is shooting my way. So that just let me know I needed to stick with it. Moving on, I was looking for my my niche that would help me into the door. And I heard Kanye West say in an interview that him being a producer provided a back door for him, because then he was with the artist and with the execs and different people as they were dealing with their artists, but he was also able to play his music. So then I thought to myself, well, what could be my end? Because I didn't want to be the producer. I didn't want to do that. So I thought engineering. So my buddy Charles Hammond, he came to me with the idea to go to Full Sail, and at that particular moment, I was graduating from the University of Memphis, trying to figure out what would be my next move. I knew I didn't want to work in a cubicle at all. And I knew I wanted to pursue music full time. So there again, that was another sign. And I just try to follow the signs as much as possible. Follow the yellow brick road. I just try to follow the signs as much as possible. And from there, I applied. I got in before I got accepted. I got my financial aid and everything together, all while still finishing my degree, my bachelor's degree at the University of Memphis. So as soon as that was done, I was off to the races. Finished school, and I knew exactly what I was planning to do after Full Sail, and that was my back door. So as we are here today, everything has come to fruition the exact way that I planned it. So it's nothing but God and hard work. I don't know a better way to put it. The story still continues.
You have really come a long, long way. As I said from our first interview, you've come a long way. I see so much growth and maturity, and I am sure that you are going to elevate even the more. Is there any community service that you are involved in? Because we're always asking about community service. So, as a busy person, are you involved in any community service?
Well, I'm not involved in a group of this something with a name on it, and all of this and publicity, or a group that publicizes the community service, community work. But I like to think that I do my fair share for the community not being just the Black community, or the community not just being the hip-hop community or whatever, meaning the people. I'm a person of God. I'm a follower of God, and I like to think that I touch everybody. So to answer your question, in terms of the community service that I do, I go out and I touch the people. So I might do a job or something and get a check in, get a couple of checks in at the same time, and I'm just like, oh my God, thank you. And for me to pay my tithes, sometimes I might go pay tithes to the church. I might send it in to my church here in Atlanta, which is EBC, Elizabeth Baptist Church. I might send it in there, or I might, send something back home to my home church that I grew up in, which is Greater Community Temple. Or I might decide to go and, do the Lord's work, which is his temple, because he has several temples, right? You have the church, which is a temple. You have the temple, which is me, my body. And then you have the temple, which is the whole outlook of the world. So me doing his work, doing his word, sharing his word is exactly what I do, which is go outside, give somebody some food. I might be up a couple dollars and I say, yo, let me go buy some food. And now me and my girlfriend will go and buy a few plates. I might go like the wing stop and buy a tray of wings, or go to another little restaurant and get like 6 to 10 to go plates. And I'll just drive around Atlanta and I'll see homeless people because I know where they are. I drive around the city as I'm going from venue to venue or different things. And I know where the homeless people are usually at. So I'll just pull up on them. Yo, you hungry? Yep, cool. Here you go. Here's a plate. I hop back in my car. If I'm switching clothes, because I am in the entertainment industry, I have to always, stay well dressed. So I might have some clothes that are not for the camera, should I say, but they're still great clothes. So then I might put those in the bag, shoes included, coats included, and I might go down here by the old Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffle, where a lot of homeless people are. And hey, What's up, Hey, y'all want some shoes? What size shoe you wear? They say 11. Bingo. I wear 11. Boom. I'm offloading shoes to them, offloading coats to them, offloading food to them. I'm back in the wind, you know. So in terms of community service, I do stuff like that. A lot of people don't know that I help artists, you know, with their music, help artists with their mixing and with pricing it as it goes. So I'm trying to work within people's budgets, try to help them get what it is that they need, because I would always want somebody to help me. You know, so I like to think I do my fair share in this great grand world of ours.
Wow, you are one of those invisible givers, should I
Yeah, I don't like
say?
the camera at all. You know, a couple of times I
Yeah.
might have been giving out plates, and I see my girlfriend with the camera on. I'm like, yo, delete that. Yeah, we're not posting that. I don't want. I ain't doing it for the publicity. I actually feel whack if somebody's trying to, publicize it, because that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it because that person looks like they need something.
So you actually doing it from the heart, those unsung heroes that no one really knows exist.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we thank you for that. I mean, here at OPM, we definitely like to thank everyone who gives back to the community, be it known or even unknown in your case. So we are
Yeah, if you had never
definitely.
asked me that question, I probably wouldn't have never told you. You know, if it's
I
something that
know. I know, but we thank you so much and we appreciate you sharing that with us. I know no one is going to actually be know you not part of a group, and I appreciate that because it's definitely coming from the heart. You're not given to be seen. You're
right.
actually doing it from the heart, which is a great thing, and
Mhm.
we appreciate you. So we are coming to the end of our interview, but we thank you for all the great things that you do within your community. We thank you for all the great things that you do for musicians and in the industry of music. But is there any parting words that you would like to share? And if someone would like to connect with you, get with you, want to know more about the industry, you can share that with us at this time.
Any parting words? I'm never really good at parting words or advice. You know, unless it's a direct, I guess, question. Maybe because I think so many thoughts. But if I was to have any parting words, I would probably say just never give up. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your dream. Try your best to never give up on others, even though it's hard to keep rooting for somebody who's not rooting for themselves. That's a whole nother conversation. You know, it could take us into a whole nother hour of interview. But never give up, never give up on yourself, never give up on your life and your happiness. You matter. You matter. And I don't know where that came from. So obviously that must have to be something that somebody that's watching this needed to hear, but you matter. If you got kids, you got whatever, you got elderly parents, aunties, or whomever that you might be taking care of, in charge of taking care of, you still matter. I got 3 kids. So as you ask, how do I do it all? It's like I have to prioritize. And though I take care of them, I got to realize that I matter too. So I'm going to go work out. I'm going to do whatever. So my parting words would be never give up on yourself. And don't forget that you matter. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you're happy, because you can't help make anybody happy if you ain't happy. As far as getting in touch with me, I'm on social media, should I say. I don't live on social media, so you might see me, you might not. But as far as Instagram goes, I'm Renegade _EL _REY. That's the same for Twitter. And Facebook has a similar page, the artist Renegade artist page, and people still find my personal page too. So I'm pretty sure you will too.
Well, I know you have one song that I absolutely love.
Okay, what is that?
God, Guns, and Groceries.
Okay, that's one of the that's the latest single I put out.
So, how can, if I want to purchase it, how can I get that song?
Well, all of my music is on all streaming sites and all purchasing sites. So whether it's your iTunes, your Google Music, your um, uh, Spotify's, your I can't even think of so many streaming sites, but I do know for a fact it's on about 90% of the platforms that are available to anybody. Amazon, you can pretty much name it. the music is on there. So if you just want to know what I have out, thumb through that and see what you like, what you don't like, because it's all a la carte. You can just pick what you like and keep it moving. You can just Google me, Renegade space EL space REY, and just see what you like. You can find it anywhere.
Well, Renegade, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with us. And we appreciate everything that you do for the industry. We appreciate everything that you do for the community. And I can tell that you are a great dad.
I hope so. We'll see in a couple years.
Okay, so we will talk with you later. Have a great day.
You have a great day too. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. We thank Renegade for such an awesome interview. He's a great person, working hard in the industry and balancing being a dad during this time. And as always, our reading coming from Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence, and it is by Sarah Young. Let me put on some extra eyes here so I can see. And it reads, when many things seem to be going wrong, trust me. When your life feels increasingly out of control, thank me. These are supernatural responses, and they can lift you above your circumstances. If you do what comes naturally in the face of difficulties, you may fall prey to negativeness. Even a few complaints can set you on a path that is a downward spiral by darkening your perspective and mindset. With this attitude controlling you, complaints flood more and more readily from your mouth. Each one moves you steadily down the slippery spiral. The lower you go, the faster you slide, but it is still possible to apply brakes. Cry out to me in my name. Affirm your trust in me, regardless of how you feel. Thank me for everything, though this seems unnatural, even irrational. Gradually, you will begin to ascend, recovering your lost ground. When you are back on ground level, you can face your circumstances from a humble perspective. If you choose supernatural responses, this time trusting and thanking me, you will experience my unfavorable peace. And the scriptures comes from Psalms 13:5, Ephesians 5:2. And thank you again. This has been OPM Live, which is an extension of Ordinary People magazine. I do hope that you will have a great day. And until next time, love, peace, and increase. And be blessed.